Boomy, you want to start us off?
Look.
No?
What's up, y'all? Mutants
Assemble.
rise! Mutants unite!
I'm Meg.
I'm Caleb.
And I am Mage Thing.
I am the Planet of the Apes.
The planet? The entire planet? You're like home for the apes? What?
My power is summoning an ape army.
Oh no!
that's
Oh my God.
I conjure an ape army. It's okay. So my there is a spirit in me that is attuned to this planet in another dimension, and so sometimes I can connect the dimensions when things are desperate enough, and bring the interdimensional apes over here because
Right.
we all fight to liberate oppressed peoples.
Yeah.
Because they were oppressed and now they have a peaceful society that they have maintained, but they come here
do?
to help us. This is
in your head.
this is in my brain.
I really do want to watch Planet of the Apes. I haven't.
We absolutely should. I love those movies.
But if you haven't watched my reaction to X-Men 2000, you should go watch that instead of this video. Unless you really don't want to, then that's fine. You can stay here.
No, you have to.
No.
It's
They're free to
required
go if they
viewing.
want. But I'm on a brand new X-Men journey, and Caleb, he edited my X-Men 2000 reaction, and he has seen this, but
It's been like 20 years, like since it
Right.
first came out.
so he got very excited editing my video.
Yeah, I did. I've had a lot of fun with
And also,
watching it again.
I'm afraid of like the emotional damage, so
Emotional damage.
he's here, and Boomy's here to help me in case I cry.
I'm just thinking about the I remember there was an X-Men Game Boy Color game. Well, it was just a Game Boy game that I used to play in my papaw's library, and I just remember like fighting Magneto on my Game Boy Color. And
He's a
that's
Polish
I remember
king.
that more
Just
than
kidding.
he is.
Well, he is.
He is.
Everyone, you need a soft spot for Magneto for sure.
You do. I have a soft spot for him. I get it.
Mystique.
Yeah. Well, like everybody just loves Mystique.
Right. Everyone loves I don't know. Anyways, everyone
Because
loves
of her
Raymond.
bluebies.
But because of the babies?
Because of the bluebies.
Oh, okay.
And thanks for having me, boss.
Oh.
I don't know.
Sharing the world has never been humanity's defining attribute.
It is not.
Lincoln said that in his first inaugural address as our nation's 16th president.
Oh.
Oh,
Jackie,
Yuki.
clear my schedule this evening. I want to have dinner with
Jackie?
my son.
Yes, Mr. President.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was JFK.
Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah.
I thought so too. I'm me. Yeah.
Who is this? Well, if they were smart, they would get mutants to be in the Secret Service.
I know, but instead they ostracize them.
Yeah. Or it's like a Suicide Squad situation.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Is that? Isn't it crazy that beavers built that? Sorry, it's a TikTok. It's a TikTok, and I love it.
Like, what?
A dam. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's a funny joke.
Those are some very civilized beavers. Hey,
He wants to show you
that
something.
was a nice wolf, friendly wolf.
Well, he probably recognizes one of his own.
Yeah,
He's Pac. Oh, this is his past.
Alkali Lake Industrial
Because
Complex.
he said he was going to go look and try to remember.
Yeah, I still don't know how old he is.
Oh, she looks so cute.
That's kind of what OCD sounds like sometimes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, I think it's also like neurodivergence can also be applied.
Yeah.
People with mental illness and different brains.
Yeah.
I keep feeling something terrible is about to happen.
She's like a prophet or something. Oh, she looks so cute. I love her hair.
I can't help it if your girlfriend's getting excited.
I don't think she's getting excited.
All right. Don't get
I
excited.
wouldn't.
Have a good time here, all right?
I think you're the only one having a good time.
That's a great, like, if she's ever harassed, like, if anyone tries to touch her.
She could just.
No, they would instantly. She wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's so rude, just blowing cigarette smoke in his face.
you're asking for it. Yeah, you're fucking asking for it. Oh. Oh my god, it's that challenge on TikTok.
That was probably a fun shot. Because they were probably just like, and freeze.
I bet that they had so much fun with this. I bet they had so much fun. He did the best. He actually was the best. I saw someone blink.
Charles.
And that, again, for neurodivergent people, disabled people. He's in a wheelchair.
I know.
The next time you feel like showing off, don't.
Don't.
I think you're right. Well, Eric is capable of organizing something like this.
He calls him Eric still.
It was close, wasn't it?
Hey.
Oh, wait.
It's Logan from Succession.
I love him.
I feel like I should know his actual name, but
How did you see that? Oh my god, he looks so different. What the hell?
Department has been dealing with the mutant phenomenon since
oh, it's
before my time.
As I recall, you're a staunch supporter of the
He's not-
Registration Act, Senator. But it seems your ideas on the mutant problem have changed recently.
For the best, I hope.
Wait.
he didn't die.
This facility is a school.
Sure it is.
Oh,
William, you enter, you detain, you
no,
question.
it's an actual school.
The last thing we need to see is the body of a mutant kid on the 6 o'clock news.
Oh, great. I love like the shots of the presidents kind of like looking. They're zooming in on certain ones like George Washington, Abe.
I was piloting Black Ops missions in the jungles of North Vietnam where you were sucking on your mama's tit at Woodstock.
Vietnam.
Don't let you talk about war.
Vietnam.
This already is a war.
Yikes. There's JFK again.
Yeah, see, it's like
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
see, you're like I guess he isn't dead. I might have been able to figure that out if you hadn't said that.
Oh.
Wait, how are they touching?
I think she's wearing a glove.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yay!
You miss me, kid?
Oh, I love how she hugged. It's like
Yeah.
sad.
Mom and I are heading to Boston.
Your bike needs gas.
Oh yeah, he stole his motorcycle.
That's only fair. I kind of agree. I'm with Cyclops. Yeah, I'm with Cyclops.
Yeah, you
on
don't
that
take
one.
it to the freaking wilderness.
I'm Polish too.
Such a learned man. The once and future king.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mr. Lorio, how long can we keep this up?
Mario, Wario,
Oh
Lorio.
no, what is it?
Have you come back to make sure the taxpayers' dollars are keeping me comfortable?
Ah.
Hardworking Americans.
Whoa.
Well, Mystique's gonna get him out.
I
That
hope
was-
so. Yes.
I'd like to have one final talk about the house that Xavier built and the machine called
Final
Cerebro.
talk. He hasn't been giving it up. I think he's been protecting his friend.
Yeah. I think he cares about.
Yes.
And these are the mutants.
Wow.
Through Cerebro, I'm connected to them.
And
And,
he ca-
they
and-
to me.
Eric cares about this too.
We're not as alone as you think.
We had a deal.
The mind is not a box that can be simply unlocked and opened. It's a beehive with a million different
Spare me the lecture.
compartments.
No, listen to him.
Logan, sometimes the mind needs to discover things for itself.
Can he be my grandpa?
Scott and I are going to visit an old friend.
Aww.
He's like really settling into the role. It's cute. Like, I think all of them are, but like, I love that he's a little playful with it now.
He reminds me so much of my papa.
Really?
He would
Aww.
crack jokes and make little jabs, like.
But I totally agree with that. The brain, you need to go slow. It's directly connected to his body. And so Wolverine is so cool because his like is representative of trauma, like PTSD. A lot of people can relate to that. And like the amnesia, not remembering things. I get he's impatient. It's just tough.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Nature laughs.
Nature laughs last.
Oh. Blade. Sorry.
Jesus.
Jesus was a mutant.
Technically.
We're not here to hurt you.
But who is that actor? I'm asking now. That is a famous guy.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
He worked at our school.
Oh.
He did like cabaret shows.
Oh yeah. Alan.
Alan something. Cumming?
Alan Cumming, I think.
Wagner. Kurt Wagner.
Oh, I thought he was pretending to be Kurt Vonnegut, but
Oh.
It was like a bad dream. Perhaps he
Oh.
Did you do these yourself?
Yes.
And what about this?
The music.
so I wonder if it's like a truth serum or something.
Well, what if it's like Wolverines, that organization, like it's just a government organization that tortures them. I don't even know if it's truth or it's like it just paralyzes them.
Wolverine.
Oh.
No memory.
His voice. Logan's voice.
Yeah.
And of course he doesn't have the scar.
Oh.
Doesn't anybody sleep around here?
Apparently not.
He's such a dad. I fucking like. Can he be my dad, please? Oh, that is so sweet. I love shit like that. That's why these are good ass movies. Like little details like
It
that.
just like gives them more complexity. It's awesome.
Yes.
Charles
And it-
Xavier, have you come to rescue me?
Sorry, Eric, not today.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Oh.
William Stryker.
His son,
You don't remember?
Jason, was once a student of yours, wasn't he?
Yes, years ago. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help him. He's not in the way that his
Mutant.
father wanted.
Oh,
Mutant. His son is a mutant.
Yeah.
Told him about his past, have you?
I put him on the path. Logan's mind is still fragile.
He knows.
I'm sorry, Charles. I couldn't help it.
What have you told Stryker?
Oh.
Everything.
Oh.
He really does feel bad.
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking love Ian McKellen.
He's
His
looking out for
acting.
mutants.
War has begun.
It
Oh.
has, and he kind of wanted it, but can you blame him? But he does feel bad. No.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go, girl, go. Yeah, that has to
Remember
feel
her?
weird.
You remember they were talking about her in the first one? They were like, the girl who can, like, I just had a student come in who can walk through walls, and it
Oh,
was like a
yeah.
big thing. So that's a cute callback.
Yeah. This is insane. Like,
And it's children. It's
Yeah.
literally children. And he knew it was children. He was like, really? You think it's a school? Yes, because your son was there.
yeah.
You are evil, dude. Let's go, girls.
Ba, 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 da, da, da.
Oh no.
How long has it been? 15 years? You haven't changed one bit. Me, on the other hand, nature.
God, he's good.
Nature. That was on the graffiti on the thing.
Yeah, nature
We'll have
laughs
to
last.
laugh. So he's a mutant too, maybe. Oh no.
Go, I'll be fine.
But we won't.
Yeah. Go, dude!
It's a Cyclops' car. Oh, yeah?
He's like, okay, told you
I
didn't.
love that they keep like memeing about that. Because he just
He's like, I didn't need that information, but that makes this even better.
I'm Grace.
I don't think that's Grace.
Mystique.
Yeah, or something.
Anybody could be Mystique.
She's gonna let them out.
Oh,
They're gonna have to work together.
barbiturates.
I think it's Mystique. She's gonna let the both of them out. Oh my God.
Yeah, you knew it.
Yeah, I think.
Is that the
they're
real
gonna-
actress? I think that was the real actress.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Oh, no.
You're lying!
You were more
They should.
Arrange the attack on the president.
I knew it. I knew it was a false flag. I knew it was a false flag.
But
What
the
if he was
most frustrating thing I've learned is
experimenting
that
on his
nobody
son?
really knows how many
Working
even
with
exist.
mutants, working on
Or how to
mutants
find them.
is what you've been doing. You've been working mutants.
Allow me to introduce
Oh,
Mutant 143.
who's that?
Jeez.
His own
My
son.
God, William, this is your son.
My son is dead.
Just like the rest of you.
Hello. Hello.
Katrina?
Well, let's take it easy
Take
for
it
first.
slow.
I'm sorry.
This is Professor Logan.
Professor Logan.
You're clear.
Oh, hi, Mystique.
Sit your ass down.
What could it be?
Oh.
Oh,
Too much iron in your blood.
oh my God.
Mr. L'Oreal, never trust a beautiful woman, especially
Oh.
She didn't even have to take his identity.
Yeah.
She gave him like iron pills or something.
Yeah. Wow. Because I don't think she would have made it through that scan.
Right. That must be such a painful way to die too. Like,
Yeah.
wow, Eric. He's a regular Silver Surfer. Whoa. That smile.
Gosh, it's like this inherent, like, kind of envy. See? It's like, it's envy and
Yeah.
feeling inferior.
The angelic symbols, passed on to mankind by the Archangel Gabriel.
They're beautiful. How many do you have?
One for every sin.
Oh.
Someone so beautiful should not be so angry.
Sometimes anger can help you survive.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So can faith.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Jesus got angry too, buddy.
Mm-hmm. He knows that. I feel like he really does understand that.
In the face of injustice.
Have you tried not being a mutant?
As a queer person? That
It reminds
is.
me of my mom.
Yeah.
It's like
Have
the
you tried
same energy.
believing in God? Have you tried not being gay?
Drop the knives and put your hands in the air.
Ronnie.
Open the door!
Look, kid, I said on the ground.
You're pissing him off, dude. They're trying to, like, be good in the face of that.
You know all those dangerous mutants you hear about on the news?
And it's like, what did you expect?
I'm the worst one.
Yeah.
Yes!
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's got to calm down.
Very nice.
Good job, Rogue. Those first few fireballs I can get behind.
Yeah, that's a little too
You went
much.
a little too far. You only did it because they were cornered. It's like...
Yeah. And, like, torture... Like, it's this torture, and, like, they see them as animals.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you want me to be an animal? Sure.
You just shot my professor?
Yeah. And he's not gloating, you know? I wouldn't.
Put the gun down.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
And they'll blame them for that.
Yeah.
Like they're so narrow-minded.
Well, the parents were a little bit trying. I meant that
kind of
brother.
Was known as the Incredible Nightcrawler.
Yes, save it. Storm.
Oh. Oh.
Jason, stop it.
Oh. He's being tortured right now.
Yeah.
Gonna hit her head.
Please don't do that again.
I agree.
You guys should try flying with Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love the use of holy music.
She's like a god. Like this is...
Speak of nature. I think that's why he was interested, because he's obsessed with nature. I bet Stryker has an obsession with like survival of the fittest and shit.
Well, I mean, if he...
And so like he was very fascinated with that frozen wall, and I think he would be interested in her powers. Not in a good way.
There's one more.
Oh. No. What?
This is crazy.
Get her, Logan. You can survive. Oh. Nightcrawler, you're amazing, dude.
Yeah, is that his name? Oh,
Yeah.
He said Nightcrawler something.
Yeah,
Is that his like mutant name? You knew that?
He said in the circus
Oh.
they called me the amazing Nightcrawler.
Jane? It's not
Yeah,
me.
does anyone know how to... Who's doing that?
Magneto?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
We're gonna work together because we need to.
When will these people learn how to fly?
Okay, Eric. He's so happy. I love him. He's so cute.
You cute little murderer, you.
Well, he hasn't done anything evil yet in this movie. He killed some of the guards, but they were complicit. Just like that other guy burned.
Aww.
I love him.
Because I told him. I helped Charles build it, remember?
He tried
Mr.
not
Stryker
to.
has powerful methods of persuasion.
Yes. Like the way he said, he was like, this is the final time. We're going to do this again. So I
Yeah.
think he's been protecting them.
He spent his whole life trying to solve the mutant problem.
The mutant problem. It's some
The
Nazi
final
shit.
solution or whatever.
William Stryker, the only other man I know who can manipulate adamantium. The metal on your bones. It carries his signature.
Oh!
Professor trusted you were smart enough to discover this on your own. He gives you more credit than I do.
Eric. This is not the time to be petty. I think it does piss him off that he didn't inform him.
Yeah.
And that's valid.
We don't know where this base is.
Mm-hmm.
Professor already tried.
Once again, you think it's all about you.
Eric.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, because he was just there.
Ugh.
So it's underground, I wonder.
Base is underground.
You himbo, you absolute himbo. You didn't think think it would be. I love him. He's like way too powerful, so he has to be kind of a himbo, like a little bit dumb.
Yeah, he's such a grump.
Yeah, I love him so much.
I love him.
Who?
Scott.
Really? Yeah. What?
Dangerous guy, Logan. You don't take him home. You married a good guy.
He's.
I could be the good guy.
Oh.
And the good guy sticks around.
Oh. Yeah.
He is a good guy. You see how he like protects the kids? She needs to go through whatever she's. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Why are you?
We're both.
They say you can imitate anybody,
You voyeur? Probably.
even their voice. Why not stay in disguise all the time?
Because we shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
They are both blue. That's actually like a really cool detail, like that you noticed and important. Like he's probably ashamed of his skin color.
And that's why I was saying, like, I wonder what it took for her to get to the point where she's comfortable.
You're right.
Like walking around like that.
For some reason, I was thinking like Star Wars. Like maybe she came from another planet, but she's a human who's a mutant. Like so, there's no. Oh. I really like her haircut. Is that like her comic book haircut?
I think it's just a sign of the times.
No one's ever left a scar quite like you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, do you
We
guys
love what you've done with your hair.
I fucking love him. Yeah, they have to talk about it. They're like bullies. That's not nice. Like mean girls.
They say you're the bad guy.
I think it's a defense mechanism.
Is that what they say?
It's a dorky looking helmet.
What's your name?
John?
No.
What's your real name, John?
A lot of anger.
What a talent you have there, Pyro.
See, he's like, he gets into Palpatine territory with the. Well, we'll see.
God among insects. Never let anyone tell you different.
Damn. And the crazy thing is, I think he genuinely wants to empower him. That's the hard part. It's like, I think he genuinely wants to help mutants feel better, but that at what cost? Like, that's why he's so complex.
It's superiority versus equality. Like.
Hi.
Striker! Look who's come home.
He's like genuinely happy to see him.
Moving your dead.
No, he's not. He's really not. Haha.
Can you override the spilling
Love it.
mechanism? Oh, really?
She's good.
You have no idea.
Fire in the hole.
And she's probably really extra good because Magneto trained her.
Yeah.
See the holy music every time the mutants' powers are activated?
Especially hers.
Yeah.
She's like
That's
Zeus.
true. Oh, yeah. Like the Allfather.
You carry on. When I come back, I want this door open all the way.
There's Logan.
Because she doesn't just manipulate nature, she can conjure it. She's like an old god.
Don't leave me alone, please.
You can come inside.
Oh, that's so good. Like the effects. Like what the
yeah.
hell? This was only a few years after.
And it's better than a lot of the effects we see today.
I think because they like go through with all of the like they'll create the stunts and explosions and stuff if they can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it time to find our friends?
Oh.
You asshole. No!
Wait, how did that happen? When was the
the
last time
thing
we
on his
saw
neck?
him? But was the last time?
Outside
oh,
of Magneto's cell. He got him outside of Magneto's cell.
True. It's okay. He's one of you. No.
Yeah! Oh. Whoa.
I'm so sorry I could see you, but I couldn't stop myself. I tried. I'm sorry so much.
Aww. That's sweet.
Aww.
My God.
He's gonna remember.
Oh.
Oh.
The tricky thing about adamantium is that if you ever manage to process its raw liquid form,
This character has to mean so
gotta
much
keep
to
it that
him.
way. Because once the metal cools, it's indestructible.
He gives everyone the... Oh,
Or
no.
she has the same powers as him.
Yeah, but it's just a... Yeah.
Holy shit.
But does she have the same rechargeability? What? Because I'm confused. What's like Wolf? What's him? And then what's the experiments?
Right.
Can she recharge or regenerate?
I guess we'll see, yeah.
She's so fast. Uh-oh.
Damn it.
That is not good.
Is he gonna... He might have to, like, throw her in the vat. Oh, God. Ow. It's kind of pointless, don't you think, guys? Ow.
What the hell?
No! Oh, God.
This is so
Ow, 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 ow! Oh my God! Ow!
This is so horrible. This is so...
Oh!
Oh, it's like when they...
He's gonna be like, stop!
I know.
Jeez.
But you know, it's like when Spider-Man fights like a Spider-Man Peter Parker symbiote. Like when a hero or whoever has to fight themselves or like a version of themselves.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm sorry. You didn't deserve it. Oh. I don't know. So will he die if he tries to reverse it? I think he has to live with it. That's crazy. That's very intense.
And it's indestructible, so she can't recover. I just get so
'Cause he was
mad
really
anytime I see
vengeful.
like soldiers just like.
Well, I love how like useless they look right now.
I know.
It's like, what are they gonna do about anything?
Nice, Eric.
I
You
love
pulled
his
the pins of all the grenades. Oh my God, dude. That's brutal.
He probably imagined all the things he would do when he was in captivity.
Yeah.
I love his not asymmetrical cape, like one-sided.
Yeah.
Yes, you're gonna save him from himself.
No.
And she can, yeah, she can sense. Okay, cool.
No.
So
Good
he
thing he put
has
his
the helmet
helmet
on. Eric, hurry! Oh, dude,
You're running away?
I don't know. He's just been waddling around.
Oh no, John. Oh. Poor Jason, he probably just feels like he's gonna be punished for this. Did you see how anxious and panicked he got?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to play by theirs.
No.
Kill all the humans.
Eric.
Dude,
You gotta take it too far. Dude. But first I need to fix all these panels. Oh.
Fuck.
Goodbye, Charles.
Humans.
You can't solve a genocide with a genocide.
A genocide.
How did it feel, Bob?
Bub.
As I recall, it was you who volunteered for the procedure.
Oh.
If you really knew about your past,
Oh no.
what kind of person you were, the work we did together.
You're an animal then. You're an animal now. I just gave you claws. Come with me and I'll tell you everything you want to know. You can't help your friends.
You're a survivor. Always have been.
Mm-mm.
I thought I was just an animal.
Yeah, literally.
With claws. If we die, you die.
Mm-hmm.
Justice.
This is crazy. I feel like the ending has been going on forever. Like
Yeah.
the whole movie is like an ending that just is like edging you, honestly.
It's just like
It's crazy. It's so, I've never felt a pace like this.
gets more and more intense. It's literally breakneck.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Gee, are you okay?
I love their friendship.
No. No. You were just stabbed in the lat. No
God
way.
Damn.
Haha.
Impossible.
Just get him. Just get.
Impossible.
Yeah. Eric.
What a cool shot. Wow. And it's mimicking the door, you know, like how we see that door to Cerebro.
Storm, who is this guy? Who are you? My name is
Okay.
Kurt Wagner, but in the Munich circus.
Yes. I love him.
I have faith in you.
I have faith in you. That's so sweet. Are they in love? Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Scared.
Yeah. Good job, Kurt.
See, and that's how prayer helps.
Hello.
Oh.
What are you looking for?
I wonder why chose a girl.
I think to like seem the most pitiful or whatever, or like innocent.
Okay.
But she's just a little girl.
No, don't believe anything you see. Uh-oh.
I think he's gonna want him.
Yeah,
so I think that
he's
Pyro
gonna
is
join
gonna
them.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, he has that dark side in him too. Like
Yeah, he
killing.
went too
He
far.
found joy in killing those cops. Like
I think it's to do with his family as well.
he's
Like I think
probably
John is the
abandoned.
name. Like he might not even know his own name. Like he was abandoned or something.
And John Doe.
John
is
Doe.
such-
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So some people are more susceptible because of their vulnerability.
Oh, his entire life has just been fear. It's so sad. But like,
I thought it also could have been like a trans allegory. Like he could have, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking of. Like that's his true self or his true childhood self, and just like an allegory, a little hint at.
yeah, maybe.
Oh my God.
What about Bobby and Rogue?
Wow, and
You don't want to go that way. Trust me.
He couldn't have done that without his claws.
Right.
It's like the curse and the blessing of your trauma.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Damn. You ever run in snow in bare feet?
Yes.
Ugh.
I lived in Canada.
There they are.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh my god. Sorry.
I would like to see you do better.
No, I couldn't.
Another happy landing.
I think she's scared of flying because she was like really scared before the thing even like
I wonder
opened
why. Up. Oh. Look, he's such a dad.
He really is the kind of person you
So
were.
I wonder if something like he had a family.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Who has the answers, Wolverine?
Oh.
That creature in your arms.
It's a boy.
I'll take my chances with him.
Someone will finish what I've started, Wolverine! One day!
It's like never ending. This is crazy.
I know.
What? Are you gonna sacrifice yourself, Caleb? I'm not watching. If she does, I'm not doing it. I'm not watching any more
She
X-Men.
was on the poster for
Oh, thank
last
goodness.
X-Men
Okay.
3.
Okay, cool.
Wait, where's Jean?
She's outside.
She got out again. You didn't put that baby gate up. Who let Jean outside?
Bye-bye, buddy. Oh,
Let
God.
the rain fall.
She's like Moses.
I don't understand what she is.
I think she's just like all powerful. Like,
What if she goes through like metamorphoses of powers?
That'd be pretty cool.
Or like she can mind control, but she can know.
She's not letting me.
Oh.
She can stop him? She's just,
know
she's
what's
probably like the
happening.
most powerful.
Goodbye.
No.
No, no.
No, no. No, no, no.
Girl.
She's like a phoenix.
Yeah, and I think cause like it's like the metamorphoses.
Oh.
Are you sure it was her on the poster?
Yeah.
No! No!
Like gone? Oh, that's her. Like, fuck Cyclops, fuck Wolverine. Like, that's her girl. Storm is her girl. Oh, Hugh, don't bring her home.
Yeah.
Bring her back. Let her live. Don't be dead.
Because I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
I love that. Sorry, I just really love that.
She
passage.
is Jesus.
I love that passage. Like the Bible is actually like so beautiful sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
When it's not being misinterpreted and yeah.
What's the feed? Are we still live?
Haha.
Wait, how are they doing that? It's like the beginning, but I don't remember why or how. Oh, they're pissed. They lost one of their own. They're
Good morning,
pissed.
Mr. President.
Hey.
These files were taken from the private offices of William Stryker.
Nice.
I
False
love
flags.
this very intense negotiation, like
Yeah.
using words, but they mean business.
This is a moment to repeat the mistakes of the past, or to work together for a better future.
Yep.
The next move is yours.
We'll be watching.
Bye-bye.
Why did you leave the plane?
Because she made a choice. Yes, come on in.
Jean?
Jane? Oh.
She did make a choice. It was you.
Oh, I freaking love him. That is so true. He's like, oh shit. It is true. Like, they really love each other.
Yeah.
How dare what?
Stryker be like, the man you were, the person you were.
I know.
You're an animal. Blah, blah, blah.
Stop. Stop. Nature? Stop.
Is everything all right?
What? Force
Yes,
ghost?
I think it will be. Now, tell me, have any of you read a book by an English novelist named T.H. White called Once and Future King?
Like Eric was reading.
Mutation. It is the key to our evolution. It is how we have evolved from a single-celled organism into the dominant species on the planet.
She mutated like a phoenix.
Evolution leaps forward.
I think she like finally embraced her powers. Like she's probably scared of them. Oh.
What the hell? What? What is she?
A freaking phoenix.
What? I'm so confused. Do you know her as anything else?
No.
Oh my god.
And
And she just looked like her in the poster?
Yeah, I just saw it on the like when you typed in X-Men, like the last stand popped up.
He kept saying nature, nature, nature.
Nature laughs last. And it's funny because it is nature that forced them to flee.
She is like Jesus. Yeah, and she didn't flee. She did not flee.
And the dam, I feel like the dam is
so symbolic.
Yeah, it's a metaphor of something because like they're trying to hold back
their
force.
Powers,
they're trying to stop evolution.
Their identity, yes.
Like the humans are trying to they're so scared of change and adapting. And I mean, and you see it in religions too, like the creation theory is quickly losing popularity, but like there are still people that believe that the earth is like 6,000 years old and stuff, but you can't stop truth from
it takes a crazy amount of bravery and faith, like Storm and Kurt said, to face it and to face nature, to face death. That's also, it reminded me, you know, to let go of the ego and face the loss of you and see what happens. It does remind me of Force ghosts in Star Wars, you know, completely succumbing to the light side. That's because that's how it happens, right?
It's like side, you mean? Or
no, the light side of the Force ghost, because you can manipulate the midichlorians and then like create life, and that's like Plagueis, and then you have to completely let yourself go into the light side to be a Force ghost.
And if you saw like as she was glowing and stuff before she stopped, it was like almost like she realized something. Like because I think it was the first time that she allowed her power to be, she like fully faced her own power, because I think she's been just so scared of it because she's so powerful and has so many different powers.
Yes, it reminds me of like a caterpillar in a cocoon and a butterfly, because it was wings. And even with a phoenix, it's like you have to die and be reborn again. And honestly, if we take like Jesus's story at its word, he was reborn as something else and like someone else. It wasn't like he went back to just being Jesus the carpenter or even like whatever. And so it's like this really cool biblical, not just Christianity, like this story exists in Greek mythology. Kind of, I mean, they're like cautionary tales with Icarus in Greek mythology, with his wings flew too close to the sun and stuff.
Yeah.
Being cautious, but for me, it was like so brave and the ultimate sacrifice. And there are people who have done that, humans.
And it takes,
for the good of humanity.
It takes, like, I love that they focus so much on making choices, because I feel like what's going on in the world right now is very relevant in the sense that there are people that are still so afraid and so like they will not make a choice on where they stand. And those are the people that get left behind. And like Jean, she said, I feel like I've been left behind, because I think she was so scared to make a choice.
Like
to
what
embrace her
Professor
power.
Said?
Yeah. Like, because, and there are so, like, there were so many things that, like, they didn't know the answer to. Like, even Nightcrawler going into the Cerebro, he had to make that choice to just, like, have faith and trust. And, like, Jean made that choice to have faith and to trust. And, like, and the president in this, I wish it would happen in reality. Just made the choice.
Maybe
like,
in our lifetime.
Okay, I'm gonna trust this. And, like, just
Yeah.
focusing on how, like, truth is inevitable. It is inevitable and it's undeniable.
Yeah.
And
But also, like, the sassy will be watching you.
Yeah.
Because I do think that there are people in this world, and they're probably your role models or, like, your superheroes or whoever you look up to. And it's kind of cool to be like, we'll be watching. You know, take your time with this. We're not gonna, kill you like Magneto. We're going to fucking be watching. And I think that's awesome. Like, kind of like what God's always watching should be. X-Men are always watching.
Yeah.
Like the people of the highest moral good are watching you.
Someone's always watching.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do with your life? What are you gonna do to help people? I really, really appreciate it. I think that this franchise, X-Men, is just so amazing with how on the nose they are with, like, that whole point was to prevent another Holocaust, and a genocide did not happen through different people. And I do like that they had to work with Magneto up to a certain point, and even Magneto knew that. And it's like a genocide was 100% prevented because of Magneto, and then he was going to try to do another one, but still.
At least he made a choice, I guess.
And it's like, where did he go?
I know.
They just left it open-ended. But I'm so curious about their relationship, their friendship. I love it so much. And then also, I have a lot of questions, about, like, that experimentation and how much Professor X knew. And he kind of reminds me of Yoda in that you think he's, like, all-knowing and knows exactly what to do, can't make a mistake. But I was kind of on Magneto's side with, like, you haven't told him yet. And I understand you want people to figure out on their own, but it does give me flashbacks to how I felt with Obi-Wan and Luke learning about Anakin.
It's a lie by withholding information.
Yeah.
And
it's like they don't want to directly involve themselves. So I think it was, like, a really precious turnaround for his character that he got kind of scary with the president. Like, that Jean's death changed him a little bit. He's still evolving too. He's morphing.
And it's like Jesus too, in the sense that, like, people are gonna do what they want with your sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there have been people that have taken Jesus's sacrifice and used it as an excuse to, ostracize and kill and judge.
Yep.
And then there are people that have seen it and seen what he was really doing, which was just like, he knew that sacrifice was necessary to open eyes to, like, the evils of their oppressors.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jean's sacrifice too was like, okay, I'm gonna make it so you guys can get out of here, so you can show, like, the world who the real oppressors are, which are these people that work in the shadows and, like, hide and then run when they're in danger.
And I know you say, I wish we had a president that would do that. Honestly, I think it's possible. I think that they were so correct with, it's a secret government agency, and honestly, the president, yes, they have power, but in America especially, it's like funding, and then it's like in the family. Democrats and Republicans, it's like a corporation bidding party. And it's really hard for people to, like, even get to that level where they could run for president. And so a lot of them end up being puppets. Even Reagan, Trump kind of went rogue. That's not the source of the evil. It's like that. No. Don't think that you can just vote for the president. It sucks, and then that just helps or changes everything.
Our government hasn't represented us in a very long time.
Yeah, and I loved, like, all of the portraits of, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, just, like, all these and, like, ancestors in the history of the United States. And I keep thinking about Eric and what he said about the United States and that the last fight on the Statue of Liberty, and him just being like, this was supposed to be a place of freedom, and acceptance. Yes. And he has just gone so far the other way, but he was so right in that. He was so right. Like, look how it's fallen. Look at what it is. It's so, and I love that they put the news in there, just like casually, and people being like, I don't know, we just have really strong concerns about that.
Have you ever tried not being a mutant?
It's hard for me because I'm triggered, and clearly Caleb is triggered by that. I'm triggered too, but it's also like, I know that there are some somewhat well-meaning parents who think, like, especially at that time, think that's the right thing to say because they want to prevent their kid from encountering hurt and pain and oppression. It's not right. It's just like, it's so ignorant, but it's also, to me, it sounds like, have you ever tried just like not showing it? Because repressing it is...
I don't want to give them any grace because like they're older, they're adults,
it doesn't matter.
Their son didn't feel safe. Like, just opening. I just think that there's like a certain level of ignorance that is really hard to change when you reach a certain point in life. And just like the way that they were looking at him as he was leaving, it was like, okay, good riddance. Like, they were like hugging their other son, and I just feel like some people are too scared to face their bias. Like, they're perennial victims always.
Yeah.
And so
I feel like Magneto could recruit you.
He could. I know he could.
And that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I just like, I try not to see him in black and white and stuff. It's just like, I've tried so hard with my own family, and there are just certain people that don't want to change. And I don't think that Bobby's parents want to change. And I don't think there are a lot of people. There are just a lot of people that will not, truth does not matter to them. Their truth matters to them, whatever that is.
Right. And it is, and just saying, like, if you do feel triggered, like rewatching it or watching it or us talking about this, that is totally valid, because I feel like this is so explicitly like representative of oppressed groups. Scene that I saw was the Holocaust with Eric, and it was in Poland, and he's Polish, and I'm Polish. I have ancestors, not even like very immediate family, who fought in the world wars, and like, I think that mutants can be queer people, they can be the Eastern Europeans who've been bullied for fucking centuries by East and the West, and like immigrants, the other. So just know that like your feelings are valid, and that's who they're talking to. Like, they're talking to you. If you feel different, if you feel different, if you feel othered,
you don't need to change.
And I think that it's very beautiful too that they're focusing on the United States, because we're going through this whole awakening with like the history and how horrible it is. It's not even our fucking land, it's Turtle Island and blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, but there are things about our Constitution and the history of immigrants. Speaking of Poland, like that, my grandma came over because of this hopelessness in that area, and this promise of, if you work hard, you got it. Doesn't matter if you're an immigrant, even though they still made like Polish jokes and shit, and like they didn't feel completely comfortable. I do think the United States, not currently, but like I'm trying to believe that we can get there.
It could, yeah.
Because I've seen it in New York City. Like, we met in New York City, the melting pot. Like,
yeah. And you go to places in New York City, and there is that sense of community and that sense of like acceptance. And I feel like that ultimately is what the majority of us are striving for, is acceptance and of people as they are, and not changing anything about yourself, but evolving as well. Like, not morphing yourself, or switching sides or whatever. It's just like adding to what you already are, and knowing that that's okay,
and respecting and learning.
Yeah,
Magneto kind of reminds me of like what happened with communism in Russia. Like he went so far, like, you know, we're gonna have a solution to your solution, and like that's a very broad generalization. I know, like other stuff. That's rude.
No, I was saying agreeing with your that it's like communist, like to that extreme,
no.
that extremism.
Yes, exactly. And it's like you rightfully called this out and like called capitalism out, whatever. And then you went so far in the other direction, you started making genocides of your own, famines, killing people, like othering them, like again, the Eastern Europeans. I've been researching a lot lately, and it's like people want it to be easy. They want it to be black and white. There's so many people, you've probably found them on the internet, that it's like they want to pick a side because it's comfortable. And it's like, no, there are people who maybe started out in the right place as a revolutionary that then went so far on the other side that it's like, oh, we're here again. Yeah.
And it's I feel like people are very quick to demonize the ideology rather than the choices of what someone chooses to do, like how they choose to warp that ideology, because there's a difference between you know, socialism, democracy, whatever this political ideology that has a set of like
Marxist,
ideas and
communism,
rules.
Lenin's communism,
Totalitarianism can be found anywhere. Like Xavier and Magneto are two sides of the same coin. It's like that idea of he took the same ideas, like empowering a certain group, at its core. Xavier and Magneto originally wanted the same thing, which is mutant empowerment, mutant equality, and Magneto took that to a totalitarian level where he was willing to wipe out half of the population. And that same idea of equality is still there, but people will use that extreme version to demonize an entire ideology rather than what the person did with that ideology. Like I hear people say like socialism, like it's bad all the time, where like the ideas, if you really look at them, are noble. Same with like capitalism is cool in the sense that like it doesn't put a ceiling on what people can accomplish, but it has become very oppressive in the sense that it's lowered the floor while making the ceiling impossible for most people. I think that both of their ideas started because they were like best friends. It's like they started on the same base where they wanted to empower and like bring
and he
mutants
went through
up
education in the slower way, Xavier.
And also like putting there isn't really an end goal to Magneto's. It's like more and more and more and more and more power, where Xavier, like I feel like he has a goal, and once he reaches it, that he did it, you know, like building the school or like securing mutant rights. And it's those people that can't ever get enough, or like their rage and their need for revenge and power can never be sated. And that's what we see in our government a lot, is people just want more and more and more, and then they lose their souls.
And I don't think that they're completely like glorifying or absolving Xavier. Like I said, I think he went through a really interesting metamorphosis like Jean, where he grew a little bit and he actually really took action. He was like, let's go to the White House. And I think that it's, you know, he could have fallen in, and arguably had fallen into non-interventionist, like I will raise these kids and this school will be so isolated and it'll be okay, but they still have to hide. Like that isn't a solution. And I don't think he ever tried to be like, this is the way, you know. He just didn't agree with Eric. He loves him, but he just didn't agree with his methods. And so it was cool to see him grow as well. And I love that look of knowing, you know, looking into nature and just being like, she's alive and she's in nature. Like it's just it's beautiful. It makes me think of like my ancestors, and that nature was a reoccurring metaphor, like a motif. And I feel like I'm going to make more realizations as time goes on too, just thinking about it. It was so good. I think I love both of them, but like that was so good.
And I love that we got to see Charles' blind spot, which was his friendship with Eric, because it's his friendship with Eric and his trust in Eric that got him into that cell with him and ended up knocking him out.
He said that's enough.
That's enough. Okay, I guess we gotta wrap it up.
Well, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for being here.
And thank you to our tier 4 patrons. There's 2 now.
Yes, we appreciate you guys so much. Sorry, Boomy. I was just mimicking you.
Please like the video and please subscribe if you are able to and you enjoy our content. It's a great way to like support us and get our numbers up.
It's totally free and it really helps in the algorithm. It really does.
A little button there or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mutant rights.
Mutant rights, human rights, everybody rights.
Be kind to each other.
Ask questions and drink water.
Yes. Love you.
Bye.